Hello, hello, hello. Another day, another stream. So how is everyone else been? Because I mean, okay. University stuff started again. Went to the university. That was pretty sick. Feeling good. I did sleep for like 6 hours yesterday, so the first 2 hours were okay, but everything after that was gonna. That aside, been playing a lot of World of Warcraft. I think the mythics are being released tomorrow, so I still have time to gear up my priest. Well, I've had the shittiest fucking people tanking today. Good fucking god. I said, do chill pulls, okay? And they pull the fucking room and the next one over. Then they get pissy at me and go like, well, can I pull 111? Mythic Plus, so Mythic 0 releases tomorrow, yes? But yeah, that tank was being bitchy because I could not heal 1.5 rooms of damage. Because I had to spread my healing because I'm trying to keep everyone alive. I think that's my problem when I'm healing anyway. Sometimes I just need to let people die. But it's really annoying when it happens to me when I'm playing DPS. Healer giving 0 shits about my well-being. It's very frustrating. So as a healer, I am trying not to be the dickhead healer who just lets people die if I can actually save them. Because the more DPS there is, the faster we're done with the dungeon. And the best way to guarantee that is to keep everyone alive. Some people don't seem to think so. So, Do we know what item level you're supposed to have for Mythic 0? Standing fire DPS higher. Yeah. I think one of the main problems is that people are not used to having to use their defensives actively. With all that fucking AoE bullshit. People are not used to using cooldowns, period. 580 plus, yeah, I should be able to make that. I'm like 10 off, I think. My main secondary stat, haste, is far lower than I really would like it to be, but I take whatever upgrades I get. I think my haste percent is like 9. Which is fucking terrible. Nowhere near where it should be. Yeah, honestly, it's my dumbass fault for playing Discipline Priest, which requires a lot of proactive gameplay. You just have to know when shit is about to hit the fan so that you can ramp up to it. Have to be popping those cooldowns all the fucking time, man. A big pain. God. Fucking music display. Buh. Yeah, it's kind of hard to know that. That's why you should be getting like weak auras for a load of shit. But I don't. I expect people know their cooldowns, so I'm expecting that they use their cooldowns as well. Like, my assumption is that everyone at least has some sort of like self-shield or self-heal. Like a fairly significant one, something like a third of their health, maybe. I know mages have a couple of barriers that they can use. Death Knights have barriers that they can use. They can heal somewhat. Then Demon Hunters seem to be like one of two things. Either they can out-heal the healer, or they take so much fucking damage that the healer can't heal it. Like, there is no in-between with Demon Hunter tanks. They drop like a sack of bricks. Yeah, like, Fury Warriors, they have really strong heals, self-heals. Obviously, I need to heal people, but if they're using their CDs, that means that I can have more time to build up all of my heals for everyone. Monks have self-heal and shield, I think. Even hunters have some sort of like shield thing. I'm fairly sure. Druids obviously have heals. They have shields and that kind of stuff. Well, not damage shield, but like significant damage reduction, though. At least the bear. I don't remember where else they could get it from. Or did Barkskin actually give a shield as well as the damage reduction? Damage raid. But yeah, like, every class has some sort of defensive cooldown that they should be fucking using, because if you're pulling a room full of mobs, it's okay to use 2 or 3 or maybe even 4-minute cooldowns. They should be used. If for nothing else, then fucking self-preservation. You don't want to die, so you start using your defensive cooldowns when you take significant damage. That's like fucking a no-brainer. And like mages, ice block, mage armor thing, whatever it was. Then there's like the prismatic shield, which gives the whole fucking group those shields. Mage can go invisible and reduce damage by using that, like improved invisibility. Like there's so many things people could be doing, but they're probably too fucking lazy. Oh yeah, Druid Frenzied Regeneration, yeah. It's insanely good for every single spec. Every single spec should be using Frenzied Regeneration. And that's smart. Also, you don't get the threat while you have the bubble, I think. But like, Discipline Priest mainly expects that everyone else is predictable. Everyone else knows what they're doing. That is kinda neat. 30% of the damage comes to the immunity. So it just... a third of the damage just disappears. That's pretty sick. Sometimes it feels that you had more skillful play in fucking normal runs of the expansion dungeons than in the heroics. It feels like some of the people in heroics are fucking petulant children. It's obnoxious. I mean, Retribution Paladin has a fair bit of utility, so I don't understand why they would be anywhere near the bottom of Mythic Plus. First off, self-sustain is important because you cannot DPS if you're dead. And your tank cannot tank if they're dead, and you help them stay alive. And you have like... do you use Lay on Hands? Because that heals to full, doesn't it? So yeah, you have Lay on Hands. That's an oh shit button on anyone. Oh, or was it on yourself only? I'm not sure how it works nowadays. On anyone, yeah, thought so. That is very valuable. And anyone who doesn't think that an oh shit button is valuable, they're full of shit. Because I don't know if it's like regular Mythic Plus or if it's like Mythic Plus 7 and higher, where they penalize for dying. Like you get like minus 15 seconds per death for the time trial. Not only do you have Blessing of Protection, you also have freedom of movement, or whatever the hell it's called, that you can give it to people. Yeah, M plus has been a bit of a chore before. Now it's fairly easy to get the gear. I suppose we'll see when the Mythic Zero grind starts. Yeah, Blessing of Freedom. That is also very valuable. Some people might just be wheelchair resist. People like to shit on Retribution Paladins. Daily lockout. Wow. So that's like, how many mythic dungeons are they? Like 7 or 8? It is one of the most played class spec in the game at the moment. Yeah, and I can see why, having seen your DDS. Yeah, 8 dungeons. And like 2 of them are from previous expansions. I think. Arakara, City of Echoes, City of Threads, the Stone Wall, the Dawnbreaker, Mists of Tirna, Skeeth, the Necrotic Wake, Siege of Borealis, and Grim Battle. Okay, so half of them are from previous expansions. Yeah, I suppose those are only about M+. I think I've done all of these dungeons like once, but I don't remember the old expansion ones. But we will see whenever it actually is relevant. But until then... weekly rotation, I think the maps stay the same, but the modifiers change like weekly. I think. I have no idea how mythics work. Yeah, let's actually get to being spies and shit. Apparently there's like a specific mutator or modifier that is really important for your mythic rating. I think it was like brutal or something. I don't know. Coolest guy. Yeah, I think I didn't actually do any of the buying. First off, we want to use this ridiculous AK or AR, whatever it's called.
Oh, great. Picture of Darcy. He wrote, Mike and Sean, fuck yeah! With 3 exclamation points.
Funny guy. Also, it's artificial difficulty modifier. Ah, great. Well, all of it is artificial, but that's like health sponge. Hey, oil man, I forgot to ask, were you in Saudi Arabia for the big OPEC meeting, or were you hobnobbing with some Saudi prince for drilling rights? On second thought, either answer would bore me, so don't bother. Took a bit to find your email. You're a hard man to track, but I have my ways. Funny, none of my friends in the fossil fuel biz know a thing about you, which makes you either the low man on the totem pole, or are you more of a behind the scenes type of guy? I'm guessing the latter, assuming you don't just lie to random females for the thrill of it, which puts you in the male majority. But don't flatter yourself, this isn't me stalking you. I just know that anyone on a plane out of Saudi Arabia with a lingering smell of gunpowder on him is a news story waiting to happen. Shahid. Mr. Thornton, if you are reading this, you escaped Saudi Arabia. You have had time to think on what has happened. Your government has branded you a terrorist. You will be hunted as I have been. They will not take you alive, and they will not allow you to spread the word of the missiles that were sold to me. Consider this. Your enemy is not Al-Samad. Your enemy is Halbech and its allies elsewhere in the world. They have supplies in Moscow and in Rome. They spit on our beliefs even as they deal with us in exchange for bombs and support. They move forward in Taipei, all described in the information I have given to you. Research the dossier of Henry Leland. Dig deeply into the information on Halbech Corporation and their master, and you will find our common enemy. Leland is a hollow man, one who respects no boundaries, chained in the accumulation of power purchased in blood. You will not hear from me for some time. We will meet face to face again at a time of my choosing. Only then shall I give you the help I promised. I am a man of my word, and as you could not pull the trigger on me, that marks you as a man at least willing to listen to reason. Sure thing. How am I holding up? The agency's burning plenty of taxpayer money looking for you. I'm pretty close to just filing a sexual harassment claim against Darcy. An alias of mine I was using on assignment just got slated for a severe audit, and now I have to hack into the Treasury servers to correct the problem. The last paragraph was an ill-conceived attempt at small talk. I realize my problems are pretty trivial to what's going on with you. Trust me when I say I'm doing everything I can to keep the agency off your tail. Anyway, if you have a moment, let me know how you're doing. Blech. Let's see. Yeah, casual's fine. While being shot That is always loads of fun, but at least I have a well-appointed safe house wherein I can perform unlicensed surgery on myself. Ever pried a bullet from your gut with a pair of tweezers? Good times. I appreciate your help so far. I've got a laundry list of leads to follow up on. If you have any more info for me, I'm all ears. That's just rude. Okay, the terrorist is kind of good too. 1. Mace Darcy, either spray kind or the medieval kind. 2. Just claim your alias made a ton of money. The president pulled funding from the IRS, so they don't have manpower to actually investigate rich people who cheat on their taxes. How am I doing? Busy. Too busy for small talk. I appreciate all your help. Nah, that's dick. That's being a dick. Casual is fine. Like, if you could make a combination of casual and the terrorist, I think that would be better. Yeah, I'll send the casual. Okay. Clearinghouse. Wow. Very few upgrades for the assault rifle. Just in case. Oh yeah, because I was cut off from my resources, so... Yeah, it makes sense. All the grenades. Assault Lanzo's yard and retrieve data. Investigate weapon shipment, sniper rifle dead drop, dossier information on the BCI. Sure. Hidden cache. Intel on Dimitri Dragon. High ranking member of Breako's gang. Sure. I think I could volume up a little bit. Tactical in the gun. Nah. I don't have anything for magazines, did I? No. No, se on vaan tommoista. Se on ollut jo jonkun aikaa. Imaa. Kyllä se maistuu. Täällä jossa se maistuu oulta. Discussing mama noodles. Right, let's see. Gadget 3 should be more explosives. Intel. Factions. VCI. a private military company from the United States founded in '98. Founded by a handful of ex-military professionals, the Veteran Combat Initiative (VCI) is a private military company and security firm. It operates multiple tactical training facilities and has participated in dozens of conflicts and peacekeeping operations around the world. Boasting that it trains more than 60,000 people a year, VCI takes special care to recruit specialists and various experienced military personnel as advisors and instructors. It's actually, I don't think we read on Halbeck before, but Halbeck Corporation, United States, 1907, a defense contractor. Halbeck was founded in 1907 as Stout Construction Services, a minor engineering company. The company was acquired by Robert Halbeck in 1927, who turned the company's focus to defense shortly before the Second World War. Halbeck's numerous contacts within the War Department netted the company numerous contracts to manufacture airstrips and shipyards, and provided vast funds into researching and improving a number of weapons and defensive systems. Profits have slowed for the company since the cessation of the Cold War and the small-scale military strikes of the 1980s and early 1980s and 90s, leading to the recent downsizing and closing of multiple offices worldwide. Although the controlling interest is held by CEO Henry Leland and the board of directors, the directors have been showing concern in regard to the company's future, despite reassurances by Leland that Halbeck is merely going through a restructuring period. And the Russian mafia. Organized crime has a foothold in almost every corner of the world, and Russia is no different. In the wake of the collapse of the Soviet Union, however, the Russian mafia bolstered its ranks with corrupt intelligence agents and soldiers from the Afghan and Chechen wars, making them even more dangerous. And well, the mafia is in the government as well. I think all some odd stuff we read before, yeah. Nothing new on Alpha Protocol. Individuals. Nothing new in Westridge. Something on Parker, I think. Parker understands global politics, espionage tactics, and economic trends, but doesn't understand or care to understand people he works with. He has commented more than once that he perceives everyone as a tool, and if not a tool, then they are a liability. Shahid. Respected financier, suspected, not respected, financier of terror bombings in Europe and is believed to have several Al-Samad cells buried in Europe and Asia, ready to carry out terrorist attacks. One such cell in Europe is believed to be led by Jibril al-Bara, a professor who had recently gone into hiding and is wanted by both the National Security Administration for financial irregularities and Interpol for questioning. Secret fact. According to the intelligence obtained in Saudi Arabia, Shahid has been working on behalf of Halbeck, using his near diplomatic immunity to act as a go-between for a part of the immediate and future profits Halbeck will reap from the destabilization in these locations. Darcy. Sean Darcy graduated Camp Perry and has been with the CIA until the last 2 years. During his career with the CIA, he was marked as one of the agency's most gifted technical agents. His proficiency with electronics and surveillance equipment earned the respect of many of his superiors, but did little to advance his career in hands-on field work. Darcy's career with Alpha Protocol hasn't prevented him from being sidelined from hands-on field work. To make matters worse, Darcy's position at the CIA, and again at Alpha Protocol, has been made extra safe at the request of his father, Senator Patrick Darcy. Darcy's lack of actual combat experience has caused him to resort distance takedowns out of habit. He will seed an area with traps or explosives to subdue or take out a target, then letting squads of soldiers or others at the scene take down an enemy. This has been a key part of his established training sessions against recruits, and thus is likely to instinctively fall back on the same tactics if meeting an opponent on the field. Grigori. Occupation unemployed. Grigori Bazinov has existed in the background of the seedier side of the city for decades, feeding choice bits of information to the interested parties for the right price. An educated man, he received his degree in physics and philosophy from Lomonosov Moscow State University and graduated near the top of his class. Grigori has a reputation for accuracy, but not for discretion, and he is reportedly willing to give up contacts and the name and locations of anyone requesting information if the price is high enough. Whatever his intent, he has a talent for what information to divulge to whom and for how much, and reportedly has gained and lost a small fortune as an information broker and a contact for black marketeers in the weapon trade in Moscow. What about Leland? Born in Newport, Rhode Island, Henry Leland's involvement in the Halbeck Corporation began immediately after he graduated college, when his close friend and mentor, Robert James Halbeck III, hired him as one of the top executives at the company. Leland's ingenuity and business strategies did not disappoint. From his hiring in 1977, Leland was able to make wise investments and use his own connections to secure numerous profitable contracts for Halbeck, speedily working his way up to the position of Chief Technology Officer. Yes. Right. Moscow. What do we do in Moscow? I mean, going for the informant first might be smart. Plus 15 endurance. Damn. Grigory frequents a local dive bar in Moscow. See what he knows about Halbeck or any major players in Moscow. No intel in the market for this.
I'm looking for a man, but not in that way. I wanted to ask you some questions about Halbeck and the weapons they've been smuggling through Moscow.
You are here conducting an investigation. Very interesting.
In a sense, yes. Halbeck's involved in serious arms trafficking violations. I want to stop them.
Interfering in such things is dangerous in Moscow. But you must know this.
That's why I need all the friends and information I can get.
Friendship is good, yes. Getting killed, not so good.
Very
I guess
true.
it depends on whether you're a gambling man.
To gamble, Mr. Thornton, one must have money.
Very well. I'll have the money sent to you. Now can you help me or not?
It would be my pleasure. Now, what is it you want to know?
I want to know who Halbeck's working with.
That is a difficult question, but I know someone who would know the answer. There is a man, Sergei Surkov. He runs several businesses in Moscow. He may know who Halbeck is dealing with.
Sergei Surkov. Running a check on the name now. We're getting a lot of hits. He shouldn't be hard to find.
Okay.
Although judging from his contact list, figuring out where his next appointment is could take some time.
Alright, I think I can wait a little longer. And there's a few other leads I'd like to track down.
You were planning to investigate Leningradsky station, yes? Maybe you can do me a favor.
A favor?
Your American missiles are not the only cargo that comes through the station. If you go Maybe you could divert these shipments accidentally, of course.
Of course.
What, you mean change the shipping labels? And me without my label maker?
It is more simple than that. The box destination is stenciled on the side, but it is a code. Change it with a marker, and the boxes will end up somewhere else. To a friend of ours who will be happy to reimburse us. Maybe do a little business with you.
I'll think about it.
What more can an old man ask for?
Agent Thornton contacted an informant in Moscow, a man by the name of Grigory. The two of them met in a bar where Agent Thornton questioned him concerning Halbech's presence in Moscow. Grigory was easy to deal with and seemed to respect professionalism. He provided Agent Thornton with the name of another contact who could help in Moscow, Sergei Surkov. Grigory may be willing to sell the same information about Agent Thornton to others who act professionally. He may even warn Surkov. Fair enough, though. No honor among thieves.
Coalition forces report sporadic outbreaks of violence across the Middle East, believed to be part of a power struggle between rival terrorist organizations.
Spokesman Colonel J. Robert Powers tells INN that a suspected Osma terrorist training camp on the outskirts of Jasan was destroyed yesterday, allegedly by members of the Al-Ta'ir sect.
Terrorism.
Nothing new on the TV. Actually, a big surprise. Surkov. Rising businessman in Moscow and has been courting foreign companies into opening branches in Moscow. To further trade and opportunities. A frequent guest at the American Embassy in Moscow, he uses extensive business connections in Russia as a form of currency to introduce prospective clients to new markets. Investigate weapon shipments. Dmitry Dragan is here. Also, Veteran Combat Initiative is present. Adidas.
You two, get ready to push up. Get ready to move out that wall. Ready? Ready? Damn it! Open fire! Shoot! Shoot!
Must be a small army out there.
Come out, or I'll shoot through those boxes you're crouching behind.
Wouldn't want that.
You must be that American agent I've heard so much about.
A little bird told you that?
Grigory is no bird, darling. You should be careful who you speak to.
Okay.
Care to catch a train?
Let's go honest.
I'm here looking for the Halbech missiles that were smuggled through Moscow.
Oh, very truthful of you. Bad practice in our business. But we should talk. I do not want to shoot you, as I only have so many bullets.
Could have fooled me.
I propose a deal. I am here for the same reason you are, to find this Halbeck train. We work together, we both get what we want.
Sounds intriguing, but I'd need to read the fine print.
You stay out of the way of my men. They will not shoot you.
Oh, so you're here with someone already? Well, that makes things awkward.
This station is heavily guarded. We can help each other reach the train. If you cross us, it will only be trouble for you.
Well, considering you have the drop on me,
Sure.
then it sounds like a deal. For now.
That is good. Because I think we have company.
Yeah, lack of armor is starting to hurt. Let's see how far I can go with this.
Who are the guys in the tracksuits?
No idea. They may be guarding the shipment.
I gotta find the loot.
Looks like I've walked into the middle of a turf war.
Hope you're not planning on getting involved.
May not have much choice.
Just remember why you're here, Mike.
Going to find you.
I guess. Gotta get out my controller before I have to hack something again. Have to get specifically to the option to enable controller.
I heard fuck.
It's good that I'm getting more ammo. Going through a lot of it currently.
Just hacked a security system, but not sure what it was for.
Looks like it's unlocked some doors to the neighboring building.
Sick. Really? Okay. Not even a fucking stagger.
Who are the guys in the tracksuits?
No idea. They may be guarding the shipment.
Looks like I've walked into the middle of a turf war.
Hope you're not planning on getting involved.
May not have much choice.
Just remember why you're here, Mike.
Death by toes. These guys do so much fucking damage.
Just hacked a security system, but not sure what it was for.
Looks like it's unlocked some doors to the neighboring building. Watch out, Mike. I'm picking up movement on that water tower.
Great. Snipers on the tower.
Death by awkward angle. Should be literally impossible to hit, but fuck you. Outwitted by a fucking sniper. Ugh.
Watch out, Mike.
No break. I expect. Well, let's get back to it.
I'm picking up movement on that water tower.
Great. Snipers on the tower.
Love that. Oh my god. Just gonna come to the, yep. Yep. Always. Big spook. Very frustrating that you can, like, vault small things. But it is what it is. Fucking mode.
I'm in, and I've discovered where the weapons are going.
Upload the data. I'll pass it along to the authorities.
Yeah, buddy. Let's see. Intel on Grigori. Though factions within Moscow have not always been happy with the intel Grigori has provided, his inside knowledge has kept them in good standing with whatever groups have held power. More recently, since the faction of the Russian mafia he was closest to has changed hands, he has withdrawn from mob dealings, but is far from retired. Oh yeah, that actually fills in much faster now. At least I think so. Could be completely illusory though. All in my head. No. No.
I heard something. Going to find you.
I am the fucking master of subtlety. Oh, shut up. Holy shit, this is actually... Fuck. Holy shit, that is way too complex. More info on SIE. See. Not much is known of the operative SIE, other than her status as an ex-Stasi agent and a long list of conflicts in which she has been spotted, usually partaking in the action. Records indicate she was recruited into the East German intelligence at a young age and trained to be an elite agent. SI's career had barely begun by the time the Stasi was expelled. Records indicated that SIE became a freelancer shortly after. The closest the CIA has gotten to acquiring more intelligence was in 1990, after she offered information on Stasi officials for a reported price of $5 million. The director of German branch of the CIA was asked to bring her into custody by the head of the German intelligence as a personal favor, but during the attempted apprehension, SIA killed 2 junior operatives, 6 German police officers, and wounded 10 others. She's a dangerous lady. There's a couple of dudes. these fuckers are like half blind. That's just that's just too funny. Shh. You don't see me, I'm too far away. Fuck you. Can I, for the love of God, swap the shoulders? No. The answer is no. This is a fine gun. This actually hits far enough. I really should have started with this. Pistol was a fucking disappointment. Okay, that's friendly, that's friendly. I very much did not expect that that would happen. Somebody tried to fucking nade me. How uncouth. Most uncouth and rude. Not at all courteous. train, please. Okay, that was just a one-off thing. Why did it happen on both sides then? That's just fucking silly. No, it happens multiple times, but it takes fucking forever. I hate this. I cannot swap the fucking shoulders. That's obnoxious. Shot him in the hand. Critically.
That's what you get for playing on the tracks.
No, he died.
What was left?
There's a couple of these guys. That is like the most American writing. Confused. So fucking stupid that I love it. Sliver of fucking health. Come on. That should be everyone. They seem to get triggered when I get close to them. Not regularly, just when I approach like a certain trigger. It might have some kind of cooldown or not, I'm not sure. Oh, come on. It's just being a dick. The hollow point rounds.
Walked into a toy store. Looks like the shipment's ready to go to its client.
We're not going to have time to warn the local authorities. And they won't have time to confiscate the weapons before they're moved out. It'd be safer to destroy them.
Reroute. We need to curry favors.
According to the station layouts, there should be a storage room across the tracks.
Okay, that's fucking cheap. Just fucking spawn. Okay, yeah, I think that's the combo to go with. If any not shell, whatever it is. Any pellet hits, they get knocked down. And I am okay with that. And I cannot climb back up. Excellent. Most excellent. Yeah, I should be good. Thankfully the ammo they drop you is enough. Thus far, haven't felt like I'm constantly struggling for resources.
I found the shipping manifests, but no mention of the missiles. Weapons, a lot of them, are coming through this train yard, but not the ones we're looking for.
Alright, get out of there then. It still could help us.
Be right there. Just need to change the destination address. Actually, I'll ship them to Grigori. He'll appreciate the present.
Mike, we don't have time. Never mind.
Oh, fuck off.
Better appreciate this, Grigori.
Listen, I'm
So much
already
for getting out
fucking
of
off
here
the
the easy
grid.
way.
So I need to curry favors with local criminals.
What was that?
I'm going in
That must be Dimitri.
straight into a boss fight. Great. Great, great, great. Fuck you, Dimitri. Fuck. Fucking cover system.
Michael, I did not realize you knew how to kill so well.
I don't like to brag.
And so polite. Maybe I should keep a more careful eye on you.
You can try, but you won't see me until it's too late. Now, who hired you to come here to the train yard?
Michael, you need to be more subtle, I think, when you are asking girls their intentions.
I don't think there's anything subtle about you.
Amen to that.
I think there is much you and I can do in Moscow together.
I'm here about these missile shipments, nothing more.
Do not be frightened. You are too proper for my tastes, Michael. I only ask you to think about my offer. I will be in touch, Michael. I think we will have much to discuss, you and I.
Alright then. Can't say I'm looking forward to it, but...
I would wait until you hear my offer first, but it will not be long, I promise.
Apparently I impressed her. Okay. Ah, 420 XP from defeated enemies.
In Moscow today, Authorities are baffled by the aftermath of a shootout at the Leningradsky train yard, which left several dead and an estimated $500,000 in property damage.
The identities of the victims have not yet been released, but according to an unnamed source within the investigation, several of the deceased were armed with military-grade weaponry and body armor. No word yet as to whether these men were associated with any foreign government or were acting independently.
In related news, Russia's Prime Minister has announced that new legislation will be enacted early next year to tighten security at Russia's borders.
Looks like the Iron Curtain may be coming down again, huh?
It certainly does. Terrorism.
Never really went away. Holy shit. So much. Note to self, focus on Halbeck marketing. Enclosed are the minutes from the global marketing team's Blue Sky meeting. Oh shit, they're on Blue Sky? A bit before the time. We agreed that JR or /FF op is the best way to push Delhi data works through the roof, at least as far as European Union sales go. We've discussed it with some insiders at Interpol, and they agree that a single unified homeland agency would have the authority to start a multinational compulsory civilian database. And of course, what better software to run said database than Delphi DataWorks? We'll need to make 100% sure that the bugs with the fingerprint matching plugins are fixed. The whole war on terror fervor is dying down, and a lot of countries are second-guessing the civilian database plan. We need to run around these pansies and get some hawks in charge. By Jay Warren, Vice Director of Global Marketing at Halbeck. Oh, since it's from me to me, well, what would I reply to me? I guess I can blackmail Halbeck. I can sell it on the black market. Or I can give it to Scarlet. Fuck it. Let's support the sensational press. Hello, Michael. Someone owed me a favor and gave me your email. Perhaps I should tell Halbeck you're using their bandwidth. It was a pleasure to encounter you in the flesh back at the station. We should encounter each other in the flesh. Wink. More often. Clandestine operatives rarely send emails from home base. Pirating civilian email service is just part of the job. I'm glad you enjoyed our meeting, though I'm not one to mix business with pleasure. Well, I appreciate your offer. I already have a mother, thanks. Mr. Thornton, I trust I have you to thank for the ship and the weapons sent my way. There's a great deal of second-tier weapons in this shipment. Nothing an operative like yours would be interested in, but if you were hell-bent on arming terrorists or gangsters, this would be a handsome armory. I'm sure I'll be able to peddle these to gangsters and malcontents that wouldn't know a quality firearm if it was used to kill them. Attached is an access key to an escrow account for an offshore holding company. Here's money in that account that should suffice as a suitable finder's fee. 30 grand, that's decent. The payment is appreciated. My intentions for sending you those weapons was to earn some credit with you. Rather than being sly and say something, I hope you remember this favor in the future, I'll just come out and tell you that I'm trying to score points and you can act accordingly. Textaholic, sick. I'm getting levels from sending emails, fuck yeah. Mike, I've gotten an intercept from Westridge I thought you'd want to read. Sean, I need you to keep an eye out for Thornton, but don't make it your sole activity. We've got another operation on the drawing board and I'm going to want you on that crew. But if you keep chasing leads on Thornton, you're going to make it really hard for me to reserve you a spot as pointman. Considering that each time you come and go from the facility, that's 2 days of downtime for sedated transit, plus a few days of time in flights as you follow whatever tip you received about Thornton's whereabouts. Stay focused, Agent. You've got a lot of potential. I know you want to bring in Thornton and win points with me. You can win my respect by being ready when I need you. Interesting. Oh, regarding how are you holding up? Oh, I wasn't writing about any mission matters per se, just wanted to know how you're doing. Seems you're holding up well. You know me, I've read your dossier a dozen times over, and I'm not really worried about you. Just curious, I guess, because you're in such a unique situation, and I have no idea how I'd handle it, where our places switched. Anyway, I'm busy looking through old agency log files, looking for any signs of premeditation on Operation Let's Screw Over Mike Thornton. Snazzy title, eh? I did find something interesting. Some of the founders of the Alpha Protocol Agency, one of the founders of the Alpha Protocol Agency got his start authoring Operation Northwoods, a plan in 1962 to start a war with Cuba. One of the key steps in the plan, making it look like Cubans shot down passenger plane when in fact it was the CIA operatives doing it all along, framing the Cubans. Good old false flag. Fortunately for the free world, this plan didn't happen. Now, I'm not saying this is an old plan coming to life in the present day, nor am I saying Shahid was a CIA operative, but I'm starting to think that not only was the fiasco in Saudi Arabia a total setup, it's something that the USA has done before and likely will do again. Yep, that's just how it is. Got something in the filter that I think will interest you. It was sent from grog at muscatel.ru. and sent to an account that I recognize as a dummy account for receiving emails to the US State Department. You'll be interested to know that an American is looking for Surkov, and I'm certain he's not acting in any official capacity for the state. I'd increase your security right away. Grigori, should I go threaten him a little bit? If you're looking for something I'm not currently selling, well, you are, of course, encouraged to spend your money on inventory. I am an information broker first, and illegal weapons dealer second. I have added your clearinghouse credentials to my shortlist of buyers. You're free to peruse my wares and issue buy and sell orders as you see fit. Sure. Ooh, new guns. You see Wolverine. I think this would be nice because of the accuracy. You can fire further away. More accurately. I don't like that. Superior rifling. $20K for subsonic rounds. Pfft. Bitch, please. This would be really goddamn accurate though. I am kinda considering some armor though. For upgrade slots, inventory space. Oh, it's 179,000. Ah, yeah, well, that makes sense. Oh yeah, all of these are really fucking expensive. Fuck it. That's a basic armor. Target of opportunity. Okay. I think I want that. Fine, let's accept that I might as well have armor. Oh wait, yeah. Silly me. That's an SMG, not a shotgun. Some magazine upgrades. Yeah, I should be fine with the ammo that I have. But the cap stays on. More health would be nice. Recall control on all weapons. Yes. Hold down on healing items. Get more loot. Magazine size of all items. More healing. Very good. The VCM mercenaries are, with little exception, former enlisted soldiers. US Army Marzi, the Deutsches Heer, are the main contributors of the VCM manpower. The VCA recruiters prefer soldiers with dishonorable discharges. Borderline types that won't find employment in non-violent occupations. So. Right, dangerous people.
Agent Darcy sent me this for acing the training course. He misspelled my name. Thornton.
I keep reading his name as Thornton, even though it's Thornton. Silly me. Is it Surkov at US Embassy? Hmm.
Turn up anything, Mina?
The name Grigori provided. Sergei Surkov. He's well connected in Moscow, and he may know what Halbech's plans are.
Any idea where I can find him?
I've confirmed he's at the American Embassy now. He should be there for the next few hours.
Okay, so
if his
we
schedule holds.
arrange a
Good to
little
hear.
shootout.
Is something wrong?
Something's interfering with the signal. I'm going to switch to another frequency.
Z?
Hello, darling. Oh, do not put on that face. I know deep down inside you are happy to see me.
Why would that be?
Because you are going after Surkov, are you not? I can assist you and your other handler.
Wait, you want to be my handler? So this is the offer you promised in the train yard.
Sure, fuck it, why not?
Alright. I could use all the help I can get.
I am so glad to hear you say that, Michael. I can give you advice, suggestions, soothing words. It will do wonders for your morale, I think.
My morale's not what I'm concerned about. The mission is my top priority.
Yes, so serious. The mission this, the mission that. I care too. I just do not need to say it every 5 seconds. I have your frequency. I will contact you when you arrive at the embassy. My first piece of advice? Leave now.
Why?
I will give you a clue. Bring whatever guns you like most, just to be safe. And do not be afraid. There is room for 2 girls in your thoughts, I think. I do not mind sharing you. For now.
Great.
What happened? I got cut off.
Mina, I think Z's gonna be joining us at the embassy.
What?
No time to explain. But I think we need to reach Surkov now.
Yeah.
So this is the embassy, huh? I was hoping for something a little cheerier.
Mike, I'm receiving the link request from VCI. Are you sure you want...
Shh, little girl. Time for the big boys to play now, yeah?
Z, well, that explains the overabundance of testosterone.
Verbal
on the
menage a trois.
Michael needs someone who can help him, little girl. You, not so much. Michael, darling, can you hear me?
Enough with the darling and give me a sit rep, Z.
Thank you.
Michael, so commanding. You give me no choice but to follow your orders.
Okay, so she likes to be domed, okay.
Alright, let's see what we got at the front door.
Embassy is guarded by a squad of soldiers. Not the best of the United States, but they will put up a small fight, I think. But you spoke to Grigori, did you not? It is odd. They do not look like they are expecting trouble.
You already know I talked to Grigori, Z. Do you think he spoke to anyone in the embassy?
Grigori is an informant, Mike. He makes his living here.
The little girl is right. Grigori has a big mouth. You spoke to him. He spoke to me. So I would have thought he would speak to Surkov. Yet the guards, they are relaxed, not expecting trouble. Next step is yours, Michael. I cannot help you with the guards. Do not get killed or let Surkov die. It would be inconvenient.
Guess the show's all me, then. I'll call you when it's over.
I will keep my distance from the guards, Michael, unless you feel you can talk your way through the front gate.
I mean, I might be. I'm like super suave. Edgar just saw an armed man in military gear.
You hear that?
Multiple targets in your vicinity. They just appeared out of nowhere.
It is G22, little girl. They are like ghosts, but die like insects.
Let's get down to business. No witnesses. Oh, fuck off me now. He was shooting at me. Oh, actually, he was ready to shoot me, but I just had to shoot him first. US agent or not. As far as I'm concerned, the United States has already abandoned me. into a freaking psychopath to fly the Valkyrie. Wow, she's doing like fucking bombing or something. Showing the dick. Target down.
Force is insufficient. Covered. What was that?
Yeah, I'm seeing this build just. This build happening. Shotguns seem to be.
Sarkov is close. I can smell him.
Through the radio? That's some nose.
You flatter me, Michael, darling. Most men comment on my other assets.
Sag lines and wrinkles are just part of the aging process, see?
Sassy. Oh. I didn't expect that there would be turrets. Now I know that there can be turrets.
Hostile. Requesting backup.
I see an arm.
Need support.
Come on. Thank you.
Sarkov is close. I can smell him.
Through the radio? That's some nose.
You flatter me, Michael, darling. Most men comment on my other assets.
Sag lines and wrinkles are just part of the aging process, see?
You stay the fuck back. $3,000. There's healing in the room, no. My free heals. Hello. Don't mind me. More info on Grigori. Actually, I want to see it. After being captured and held by the Russian mob in 2003, Grigori lost heart in the information trade. He was tortured while in the hands of the mobsters, and it has weakened his resolve to hold on to secrets under pressure. While still an information broker, he claims he has retired from the criminal underworld scene, citing his health as a concern. He has confessed on numerous occasions he'd risk going to the authorities if heard again and tell them all he knows about the underworld. Hey, what up?
Agent Thornton, I had heard you were in Moscow, although I didn't expect our meeting to be quite so dramatic.
You knew I was coming?
Yes, Grigori mentioned you were in Moscow. I suspect he let others know as well.
I mean, I read the
It is
fucking
true.
email.
With Grigori, there are few secrets.
That's irritating.
It is business. But your treatment of Grigori, it has worked to your benefit. The embassy security systems are our problem. The explosion has triggered the automatic security gates. They must be disabled if we want to escape the building.
So I need to find the security terminal and then override the codes.
Yes, the terminal is upstairs. But in the monitoring room next to us, there is a maintenance ladder. Take the ladder to the main security room upstairs. Unlock the gates. Then I can meet up with you at the courtyard. We don't have much time.
The room Surkov mentioned is almost right next to you. I checked the blueprints. It looks like there's a ladder up.
Loot. Loot. Ah, it comes to this room.
Hurry, hurry, Michael. G22 will not wait for you.
If you say so.
They are coming in from above, Michael. Careful now.
Dude just fucking face tanked the grenade.
Mike, it looks like G22 is hacking the embassy systems.
Okay, now this is just fucking silly.
Contact lost.
More money. If I see a computer, I hack it.
Team 2 deploying. What was that? Checking things out. Need support. Unknown visual contact. What was that?
What was that?
Can't get a shot.
These guys put fucking face tank grenades. Get up. Get up. Just a little scuffed.
Did it. Security gate's unlocked. Now all I have to do is get out of here.
Very good, Michael. Now head to the courtyard and meet up with Zurkov. We do not want him getting too far ahead of us before we chat with him.
Yeah, these guys don't take damage for shit. That guy did die from one.
Cover me.
I am a beast in the system.
Insufficient. Send back up. Contact lost. Target engaged. On the hunt. Flush him out.
G22 has overridden the elevators on the upper floors. Oh, here they come.
Shot.
Seems like assault rifle is like undisputedly just the best weapon type. It has the range. You can shoot through walls if you have the angle.
What was that?
I'm locking down the other elevators from the roof. It should cut off their reinforcements.
You were not fast enough, little girl. One team slipped through.
Grenade out.
Jesus.
Back up there.
Now this. Fair gameplay. There we go. Inform Scarlet Lake. On the job, Scarlet changes moods on the fly to get access to the shots she needs, alternately becoming vibrant, cheerful, and charming, then cold, aloof, and aristocratic as need to be. One thing is for certain, she's daring or crazy enough to enter regions that scare other pros, which is responsible for many of the awards she's received over the years. Scarlet is focused on the story and the facts, and getting the truth out to the public. Damn the political consequences. Which makes her a perfect source for any news uncovered on corrupt American corporations or their government affiliates. Indeed. Some info on G22 as well, now that I think about it. Just constantly reading. Action G22. Covert terrorist organization. Ah! It is not known if the name G22 refers to the organization itself or simply a cell or a set of cells within it. G22 is believed to be composed primarily of former soldiers and intelligence operatives, which suggests the organization as a whole is familiar with the operating protocols of multiple intelligence groups worldwide. The skill with which G22 is able to cover their tracks provides ample support for this theory. Due to their ability to lure experienced members, despite being recognized as a criminal organization by most UN nations, it is assumed G22 has extensive funding to cover the cost of their operations. Even G22's division of command is not fully understood, but considering their network, it is assumed their goals involve political and economic operations on a global scale. Terrorist. Thank you, Wallhack.
Support.
Like emotional support or
G22. It looks like they are swarming.
He's right. They're crossing the perimeter. Expect company soon, Mike.
I mean, we're already on an alert state, so. So who cares if there's an alert?
Surkov's at the front door, and judging by the incoming soldiers, he will not be moving unless you help him.
Tango Bogey Niner, initiating search.
Contact. Here comes the cavalry.
Fucking idiot, go to cover.
Surkov is dead. All of this for nothing.
Yeah, because the idiot is standing out in the open. Fucking tit.
Tango Bogey Niner, initiating search.
Requesting backup.
Oh. That's just fucking rude.
Need support.
Oh. They spawn here as well. Oh boy. It's great.
Tango Bogey Niner, initiating search.
Eyes open.
Oh yeah, this might take a couple of tries. taking me upstairs.
Tango Bogey 9, initiating search.
It's fucking annoying.
Sarkov is dead. This for nothing.
You know what makes this so much more frustrating? Some of this shit is completely beyond my control. Also, I don't have fucking grenades. Why did I have to spend them before?
Tango Bogey 9, initiating search.
This is absolutely where I would need them. Hey, hey, hey.
Sarkov is dead.
Yes, he is, because he's a fucking moron. He's not in the business of staying alive, apparently. Fuck's sake.
Tango Bogey 9, initiating search.
I heard something.
Forces.
There was so much loot I could have gotten.
When Grigori indicated you were in Moscow, he underestimated your abilities. I did not.
Glad I didn't disappoint. I was hoping you could help me.
If I can, I will. You are here concerning Halbech, correct? May I ask why?
They have secrets here in Moscow I need to know, before they become larger problems.
Very well. I know they have been smuggling weapons through Moscow, but I thought that was known to the United States.
Let's just say, as far as the US goes, the left and right hand aren't talking as much as they used to. Do you know who Halbech's contact is here?
I have a suspicion, but I'd like to be certain. I can find out and let you know.
All right, I'll wait for your call. You know, I kind of expected this talk to go a lot worse.
Sometimes, Mr. Thornton, having your reputation precede you can be advantageous. Grigori's information, it told me much about you. That you respect duty and honor.
Fair enough. I'll talk to you soon, Surkov.
Perk acquired lurker. What? Agent Thornton was dispatched to the American embassy in Moscow to speak to Sergei Surkov, a prominent local businessman. Surkov was believed to have information on Halbech's interest in Moscow. Thornton chose to attack the embassy outright, opening fire on Marines and guards stationed there in order to get inside. Well, yeah, I throat chopped a guy and I shot a guard. I wouldn't consider that like fucking frontal assault. Thornton adopted the mercenary SIE as a co-handler, causing some friction between his previous handler Mina Tang and the VCI contractor. The three encountered resistance from the terrorist organization G22 while infiltrating the embassy and were forced to deal with them. During the firefight, Thornton dealt with members of the opposition faction but ended up killing embassy guards. Okay, now that sounds much more like what actually happened. After reaching the third floor of the embassy, Agent Thornton made contact with Sergei Surkov. Surkov had already heard of Thornton's presence in Moscow from Grigory, despite Grigory's contempt for Agent Thornton, apparently. Behaving by the book is not something Grigory respects. This had an opposite effect on Surkov, who welcomed Thornton's professionalism and was ready to cooperate. Using information gained from Surkov and guided by Z and Mina Tang, Thornton unlocked the security gates to the embassy to allow Surkov to escape. The G22 attackers, however, moved to intercept Surkov. Despite being heavily outnumbered, Agent Thornton defeated the enemy agents. Once rescued, Surkov was grateful. He agreed to meet with Agent Thornton and tell him all he knew about Halbech's interests in Moscow. Neat. Shotgun accuracy 86%. Yeah, buddy. Medical bills 1,429. I suppose healing it isn't free. Advanced medical gadget here and brilliance. Three seconds. Default is 4 seconds. This takes it down to 2.5 seconds. What is like the ultimate? 1.5 seconds. Yeah, it seems like it's absolutely worth it to invest in it.
Breaking news from Moscow this morning. Last night, the United States Embassy was the victim of a terrorist attack. According to eyewitnesses speaking exclusively to INN, the attackers were well armed and struck with military precision. Thus far, no group has stepped forward to take credit for the attack.
Russian FSB spokesmen have not released many details of the incident, but have assured the press that they are cooperating closely with American agents on the scene. The death toll is believed to be somewhere near 50, although a final tally will not be possible until a full report is released later this month.
Reports that Sergei Surkov, a Muscovite entrepreneur and reputed former leader of
Well,
the Russian
texts are
mob,
going
was
in
the actual target of the assault,
at
remain
miles per
unconfirmed at this
minute.
time. However, sources have claimed Surkov was present at the embassy on the night of the attack. Mr. Surkov could not be reached for comment.
Right. Yeah, there's a bunch of emails. Barely got any money. Hamilton Eagle. Actually, I probably should sell some guns. Sell this piece of crap. APDS ammo. So many new parts. Goodness. My goodness. Yeah, I think this might be a good place to call it. Made a good bit of progress. And basically it's confirmed that the assault rifles are just flat out the best fucking guns in the game. I'm a bit disappointed by how scuffed the pistols are, but and how short the range is. And I suppose it could be worse, but nevertheless, good stuff. The plot thickens. Plenty more to read, I am sure. It is an RPG after all. Anyways, I think we will have Pathfinder tomorrow. I think. So yeah, that at least. Probably. You never know with the guys. Being working men and all. Regardless, I'll see you next time.